Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In today's video, I'm going to let you know that the Charizard 7-star raid, the Black Crystal raids, are returning for the 16th to the 18th of December, so that is this coming weekend on December 2022. Now, if you've already caught Charizard, you will not be able to catch another one. You're only allowed to have one per save file on the game, so you unfortunately can't get another one. But you can, however, take advantage of beating these raids to get some of the rare rewards that are offered up in them. Now, if you weren't able to prepare a Pokemon before, I do have a link in the description that is a full guide on how to make the perfect Azumarill, which is going to help you defeat the Dragon Tera type Charizard that is going to be level 90 and it's gonna be pretty tough. But something like Azumarill, the one that's sleeping on the job over here, is gonna make it a lot easier. Now, as a brief overview, your Azumarill needs to be level 100. Right? You're facing Charizard that is going to be level 90 with like 25 times or 20 times its health pool. It's going to be incredibly difficult to beat. You don't want to approach it with anything less than a level 100 Pokemon. There are, of course, other Pokemon you can use, but we did the Azumarill method. So I'm going to go into check summary over here, and we're going to see here the held item of choice that we have is the Shell Bell. Now, this is an item that restores a little bit of HP every single time that you inflict damage to the enemy. Since we're going to be inflicting a lot of damage, you're basically going to heal your Pokemon up almost to full health every single time you land a successful hit. So make sure you equip a Shell Bell. Now, if you're looking where to find the Shell Bell item, you can find the Shell Bell item in Levencia. This is the electric type gym area all the way to the right side of the map over here. Now, the store you'll find it at is at the highest Poke Center over here, which is the one you're going to spawn in on, and then you're going to go to this Delibird Presence shop in the middle area over here. So just zoom in and come directly to the store, and you'll be able to find a Shell Bell within the battle items. So go into battle items, and you scroll down, and Shell Bell is right there. So go buy that and equip it on your Azumarill. Okay, so once you're level 100 and you have that item, there's only a few more training things you need to do, and you've probably already done it from my previous video, which I'd recommend watching in case you haven't done this. But you need the ability Huge Power, which doubles the Pokemon's attack stat. Now, since we need the ability Huge Power, which is one of its normal type abilities, if you don't have that one and you have the Thick Fat ability, you need to then use an item that is called the Ability Capsule, which will allow you to swap from Thick Fat to Huge Power. However, if you have the hidden ability Sap Sipper, this is not going to change. Unfortunately, you will need a ability patch for that, and it's going to be a bit of a waste using that. I'd rather recommend catching a new Azumarill with either Thick Fat or Huge Power as its ability, because you need Huge Power for the double attack stat. Now, if you look at our attack stat right now, it's only 218, but that gets doubled. At the start of a match, that is doubled. 218 times 2, which is what, 436? That is a lot of attack to have on this Pokemon. In terms of hyper training and IVs, you want to hyper train everything. You don't have to do special attack. I did it, but you don't have to. You just have to hyper train HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. Make sure all of those are at their best, because that will add 31 stats into each of those different stats. In terms of EVs, if we look at our moves and stats over here on the summary screen, if I press the L bumper, you can see our EVs have been trained for HP and attack. At this point, you should know how to do that. If you don't, there is the video in the description, as I've mentioned before, but make sure you EV train your HP and your attack so that you have a huge health pool, and you increase your attack even further by adding 63 points into both attack and HP by EV training them. You'll also need to have the right nature. Now, as you look at the nature screen over here, it says hasty, but remember, this doesn't actually change on screen. It will always say hasty because that's what I caught it at, but you can give it a nature mint that is going to change its nature that affects its stats. As you can see here, I have an increase to my attack by the red arrow over there and a decrease to special attack over there, and this is done by giving it an adamant nature, which you can use the adamant nature mint. So if you go to the rare candy section here, we scroll down and adamant, there it is over there. You apply this, you give it to your Pokemon, and it will change its stats to make its attack stronger and its special attack weaker. If you don't know where to buy mints, you can get them like at the electric type gym area, Levencia. Now, this store is available in several areas. This is the Chansey supply store, and if you go there, you'll be able to buy all the different types of mints. Now, in terms of moves, the two important ones are these ones over here. Play Rough, which you can learn naturally, and then you have Belly Drum, which you have to pass on as a egg move from another Pokemon that can use this. For example, Iron Hands or Hariyama, who learns this at level 84. You can put this on them and then have Azumarill hold a Mirror Herb and then go into a picnic, and then your Azumarill will learn Belly Drum if it has an empty slots in its moves over here. So that is how you're going to pass that, but that is also already covered in the video in the description. And as a brief reminder, you're only supposed to use this Pokemon against Dragon Tera type Pokemon. It's actually specifically designed for Charizard, so this is not a Pokemon you can really use on every other Tera raid, but what you're going to do as soon as the fight starts, you're going to use Belly Drum, which is going to take half of your HP away, but it's going to maximize your attack stat by all 6 levels. And then from that point, you're going to try get a Play Rough off, and if it does hit, you should go immediately to full health while dealing a huge amount of damage to Charizard's health pool. And then essentially you're just going to spam this until you can Terrestrialize into a Fairy type, hopefully, and keep spamming Play Rough until the enemy Charizard goes down, and that is how you're going to win the Charizard raid, in case you haven't done it before, or in case you weren't ready the last time, and this time you are ready for this weekend Charizard 7-star raid. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck, and thank you so much for watching.